everyone, it's we from WilozyCrochet, and with me we now gonna work on this smiling eyes embroidery. Or with me, let's see how did I make these embroidery eyes, the smiling eyes. At first, we're gonna use block pins to indicate the area where we're gonna insert the needle to embroider the eyes. So let's see. From here, we have this line is the highest line that touch the nose, and I'm gonna take the nose as the central point that divides the eyes into two equal space. Okay, so let's take from the nose here, let's take this stitch, take this stitch, this one as the central stitch here, make here one pin so that you can see it more clearly. Make it one pin here. That it? Now we indicate the right eyes. From this central stitch, let's count 2 stitches. From here, count 1 stitch, 2 stitch, and then you make the first pin here. For the left eyes, here, from the central stitch, we count 1 stitch and 2 stitch, and mark the pin here. Okay. For the right eyes here, from this stitch, let's count up 1 line, 2 line, and then you move right 1 stitch, 1 stitch, mark it here. For this eyes, because my stitches a little bit shift to the right, so we're gonna count it in this way. So at first, let's just move up 1 round, 2 round, and then move left 1 stitch and a half. Mark it here. Because my stitches a little shift to the right, so that's my second pin. For this one, from this pin, you're gonna move here for 1 stitch. So pin here 1. Okay. For the left eyes here, let's pin here so about 1 stitch. Estimate it. Okay. The last one is from this point, you move right 1 stitch, and then you move down 1 line or 1 round. Mark it here. Make similar stitch for the other. It's gonna be this. Mark it here. You can remove this one. Okay, so now so it's the first step, which is indicate the area where we are going to insert the needle. Now we're gonna use yarn in black and a needle to embroider the eyes. So needle and 2 yarn string for the 2 eyes. Prepare it along strings here. At first, let's work with the eyes in right side. I normally insert the needle in the tin or in this area. So at first, insert it into any random area here, and then you pull it up into the first let me count this one. Let me number this one as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I insert the needle from the bottom of the head, and then I pull it up into the first block pin here. So pull the needle. See? You can remove this one. Pull the yarn. Let's leave a yarn tail like this so we can hide the yarn later. Okay? From this stitch, let's hold the head and wrap the yarn like this. You wrap the yarn around this second block pin area, and then you insert the needle right into the first block pin area here, into the place where you just pull the needle up, and then you insert the needle into the first block pin area, and then you pull it up into the second block pin area. Okay, so from here you pull it up into the second block pin area like this. Remember to put the yarn under the needle, or the needle stay above the yarn. Now you can remove the second block pin. You got the first shape like this. Okay, in the next step, we're gonna repeat the same method that we just did, which is you wrap the yarn around the third block pin area, and then you insert the needle into the second block pin area, this one, and then you pull it up into the third block pin area. It's like this. Here. Okay. Make sure to put the needle above the yarn. That's the shape that we have at the moment. Okay. Now repeat it once again. Wrap the yarn around the last block pin area. Insert the needle into the third block pin area, and then pull it up into the fourth block pin area like this. Remove this one. Here. So that's how we complete shaping the curve, but it's not finished yet because we still have a pretty long yarn string like this. So the next step, let's insert the needle right into this area and then pull it up into the first block pin area here. Pull the yarn. In the next step, we are going to use needle to wrap this black yarn around this curve to make it smooth and to create a thick smiling eyes. It's pretty easy, just have a look. So you insert the needle like this, just go under the eyes. Pull on the yarn like this, and then wrap it. Do it one more time. Do it again, I mean. And that's just how we gonna repeat that, and then we're gonna repeat this process until the end of this curve. Then you're gonna have a smooth smiling eyes. So far here is the curve so far here is the smiling curve that I just finished. If you want to have thicker eyes, you can wrap this eyes for one more time, but for me this one is enough. So I insert the needle here and then I pull it up right in the same area where I insert the needle, like this. Okay, and then I start hide the yarn by like this. Tie it for 1 and 2 times. Now we insert the needle in this same area and then pull it up into any random place. To hide the yarn. Yeah, so that's how I normally hide the yarn. Now you can cut this yarn. And then you apply the same method to complete this curve. after having these two black curve, I come up to yarn in this color. Here, and then I'm gonna make the green one surround this eye like this. So let's take 2 yarn string in this color. Here. Light green yarn and needle. So once again, let's insert the needle from the bottom of the head and then pull it up into this area. I simplify this step so you're gonna see it's pretty easy. Leave a yarn tail for hiding it later. From here, you wrap it here and then you insert it into this area. And then pull it up into the space that you just insert the needle. And just that. Because this black line, this black curve is pretty big and it's thick, so it can keep and hold this green line well. So you do not need to worry if this green line will be moves around or will be unseenable. Okay, now you hide the yarn. It's pretty simple, huh? I think I'm gonna change this curve. I think I'm gonna change this color to be a darker green line, but in the same method that I apply into this eyes. So I'm gonna change it into the different yarn color. It's still in green, but maybe a little bit darker. In here I apply I cannot find any better green yarn color compared to this type of yarn, so I use yarn string, which is this one, a little bit darker compared to this one, but the size is double smaller too, but the size is twice times smaller, so I need to use 2 yarn strings like this. Okay, but the method that I'm gonna apply is the same. Insert it here and then pull it here. Got it? And then we go to hide the yarn. Repeat the same method into this side. this is what we have at the moment, and I'm gonna use black yarn to make the eye last here. I have black yarn here, the same yarn type, but I'm gonna separate it into two smaller string like this. So I'm gonna use two strings only. I'm gonna apply a little bit smaller needle like this. Once again, I insert the needle from the bottom. And then you hide the yarn. Same yarn in green. Put it over the black like this. Put the green over the black a little bit, and then you hide the yarn. So that's how I finished making the eyelash for this eyes. But I'm not so happy with it, so I'm gonna redo it in the same method. Okay. here. Now let's repeat the same method to complete these eyes, and then we're gonna complete the eyes. So that's how we finished making this smiling eyes embroidery.